welcome to Healing Hearth. My name is Elizabeth and this is Gomez. We're here for a nice and easy Monday morning reading. See what you need to know for the week. I am an intuitive reader. I do one-on-one sessions. I have a website coming soon, so keep posted for that. And that being said, let's get into it. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Imagine roots growing down from your root chakra or your feet down into the earth. With each inhale you take, the roots fortify. And each exhale, they reach deeper, deeper into Mother Earth Gaia. We thank her for being here with us always, for her silent support and strength. We ground in further in and we make sure that all of our chakras are aligned. We connect our soul star to the universal energy and imagine a white column of light trailing from your crown all the way down into the earth, flowing beautiful, loving wisdom and energy into your being for today. We ask that all the masters, teachers, angels, ancestors, sentient beings, and power animals be here to support us in this time. Please help me channel a message for the highest and best good for all those involved or something better. We release fear, self-doubt, self-limitations, self-sabotage, fallacies, illusions, denials that we have placed in our view, in our mind's eye. And we breathe in loving light, wisdom, compassion, beauty, and companionship. We invite that to fill the space. We ask Spirit permission to read and to do the work. Permission is granted. I got a new ring light, and it does colors, and I'm really excited. I actually turned on this black light because the deck I'm going to be working with today is the Blacklight Tarot, and frankly, it just looks awesome. So with that, we're going to ask what quick Monday message we have from Spirit for this morning. I thank Spirit for allowing me to channel and to deliver this message. Please help me deliver the message best for all those involved or something better. Pull. Okay. I'm feeling a lot of jumpiness, a lot of anxiety, and a lot of solar plexus. The solar plexus is about self-worth, self-confidence, and about believing in yourself. So I'm glad I'm here for a little bit of motivation. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, so our signifiers that we have, this is kind of a custom card. It's the Tripping Squirrel. This is your signifier. We have the Moon card, and we also have the Seven of Pentacles, right? So with this energy, I feel like you've really been working on your self-growth, your self-improvement, and you're trying to discern through all the noise, through all the unknowns, through all the illusions that are happening right now in your life. Your challenge, we have the Judgment card in the reverse. We have the Emperor card upright, and then we have the Five of Wands. So right now you're being challenged kind of like with inner battle, inner debates with yourself, questioning yourself, being a little shaky-footed. And it's feeling really vulnerable, it's feeling really raw. Like you saw some shadow sides during the eclipse that you're kind of a little bit thrown off kilter from. And you're trying to, it's like this balance of like you fighting with yourself, but also owning yourself, right? So you're being challenged with like a little bit less compassion, a bit of aggression. You might be fighting with those around you in your family, in your friend circle. And like some secrets came out and someone got their stuff called out on. And now it's kind of the aftermath part. Our invitation, wow, y'all have a lot of cards, man. We have our invitation is the Page of Wands in the reverse, the Six of Pentacles, and the King of Swords in the reverse. Now with that, the page is usually a very young card, a very immature card, but it's also like that excited learning phase, right? Or at least that's how sometimes I interpret the Page of Wands. Typically that's the Page of Swords is like taking on new information. But when I see the Page of Wands, especially with the King of Swords, it's kind of like you're being asked to now listen and take information in that you see and be open to it. Be curious about it. Don't shun it. And I'm with the Six of Pentacles paired with this, I think that there are a lot of resolving conflict conversations that are coming your way, and you're being asked to approach this with balance and know that your words hold great weight, right? Some of the things that you might be upset about might not actually be true. We might be tripping about that, and you're kind of being asked to step back and maybe give more so than you receive, to give a listening ear, to give some compassion to those around you, because any anxious buildup that you're feeling, other people are feeling it too. What is blocking us at this time? Blocking us is the Knight of Wands. It's like you kind of want to move on. You're a little uncomfortable and you want to move on to a new situation. But on the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands, right? So it's not yet. Your green light's coming, but not yet. You're kind of still in that uncomfy position of just like, what does this mean? And how do we release that block of wanting to move and not necessarily being able to? Four of Cups in the reverse. Might be a time for rest. It might be a time for grounding. You know, a lot of when you go through the emotional processing, sometimes you just need a day or two to just not do anything. Very chop wood, carry water kind of vibes. What does that mean? Just take care of yourself. The bare minimum you need to take care of yourself and your mental health. You know, you don't have to do everything for everyone all the time. So maybe the Six of Pentacles is more of like a listening ear for yourself. Maybe you're getting into journaling. Maybe you're trying to process your emotions in that way. And what's going to come in for us in this week? Queen of Cups. She flows with the punches. She's really laid back and easy. Like, her emotions don't take over her, but she's also not afraid of feeling them to the fullest extent, right? And on the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. Someone wants to make major authoritative moves, but they're not exactly feeling at their most sturdy foundation right now. And that's okay. That's okay. With the Moon and the Queen of Cups together in this spread, though, I get the sense that there are a lot of intuitive downloads and messages that you're going to be getting within the next week of, like, kind of putting the pieces together to see why this explosion happened in the way that it did. That might include some shadow side work of seeing how you actually contributed to the madness, and it might also be the fact that you have to approach yourself with compassion when you find this out. With the Emperor in this spread, it's kind of like the Emperor and the King of Cups. It's holding yourself to an integrity point of view. It's holding yourself to responsibility and knowing that, like, I said what I said and I have to take accountability for that. And I have to show up and you know, own that for me, because you might have said some things that you didn't mean. You might have come in a little hot. You might have come in a little more aggressive, because these were things that were building up for a very long time and you didn't speak up for it at the moment. And that's okay, but now you have to take accountability for that. Now you have to see if someone reacts a little bit more tender towards you, or maybe this happened to somebody else and they just held on to all these arguments, all these resentments to themselves for such a long time. And then it was just the straw that broke the camel's back and everything just came out, right? It's kind of like someone was being a little judgmental. Someone was judging and, like, holding arguments without knowing the whole story. And now we're at this place of the aftermath where it's like, okay, well, I need to take accountability for what I said, and I have to be open to hearing out the other person. I have to be open out to seeing that multiple truths can exist at the same time. right? And some last minute encouragement from this deck, because I think we need it. Someone's pissed. I don't know if we're gonna get it, man. Okay, the Nine of Cups says a genie. It's kind of like wishing for things to settle, knowing that in feeling your feelings to the fullest extent, that's where you're going to feel the most fulfillment, right? And we have the Nine of Swords on the bottom of the deck, right? So that's interesting. So that's a 9-9. It's like it's gonna give you more peace to feel your feelings, because once you allow yourself the space to feel your feelings, a lot of it's gonna resolve. Like, tears do stop eventually. They're not gonna keep going forever and ever and ever. This might also be like a seasonal depression sort of vibe, which I feel, because it's really, really gloomy this morning, and there's not a lot of sunshine out, so maybe investing in some sunlights, you know, those lights that are the 10,000 lumens that are supposed to be really good for seasonal depression. I would recommend that for you at this time. I'd also recommend like taking baths, taking healing baths, taking spiritual baths if you feel called to, with Epsom salts, and kind of letting yourself float for 15-20 minutes and lock out the noise. Don't bring your phone in. If you want, put on some really healing sounds like 432 hertz healing sound bowl kind of music. But yeah, I mean, it's not, growth is not always easy, and there's a certain amount of accountability that has to go into it, and that can be really tough, and I feel for you at this time. Okay. And with that, I'm going to see how we can manifest our greatness today. I have this beautiful little oracle deck called Manifesting Your Greatness. This is created by Amy E. Chase. I really like these cards. They're kind of abstract artwork wise. So let's ask Spirit, how can we manifest our greatness today? Okay, we got a few things. We have forgive, right? So that's that conflict. It's about forgiving someone else for maybe not speaking up when they didn't feel comfortable. Forgiving yourself for holding that retaliation so tightly. Forgive yourself for being so rough on yourself if it was more of an internal argument of like fighting ways that you can be, and now you see yourself in the most clear and loving light. It's kind of forgive yourself, move on past that. We have simplify. Everything's not as complicated as we often seem, and sometimes we crave the drama. Sometimes we crave wanting that elaborate argument, but sometimes in doing that we create this whole narrative in our heads that's far from the truth. We don't really need that. Use your words, right? Use your words, which is like apologizing. It's about maybe journaling, writing out the feelings about it. And then the other thing we have is try something new without expectation. This vulnerability is very new to some of you. It's very, very new, but I don't think it's something to be afraid of, having those moments, and live in the moment, right? Don't be doing that narrative, that script where you're arguing with everyone and everything all the time. It's okay to let things go. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to see things in a new light, to see things from a more loving perspective, right? And then lastly, I'm going to see how we can take care of ourselves. The Sacred Self-Care Oracle by Jill Pyle. Love this deck. And see how we can take care of ourselves on this Monday. Okay, you got family. You have family, and they're giving each other a hug, so maybe turn to your family at this time. And what did I say? Sound healing. So yeah, this is that 432 hertz. That's the all loving frequency that sound bowls can be tuned to, and they can really feed the souls. Like if you look at group sound baths on, or like sound baths on YouTube even, and just play those in the background and see how that makes you feel. You have watch a movie. Maybe spend time with your animals, because there's like a little it's hard with this light, but there's a little kitty hanging out on her lap. Have some tea, watch a movie, like chill out. Just do chop your wood, carry your water, like just do the bare minimum of what you need to do to survive. And in the excess time, in the resulting time that's left over, it's kind of showing yourself a little love. Don't make yourself do too much. Kind of just like let yourself heal. Give yourself the space to do that. And we also have health checkup. So I get this is more of like a mental health checkup. If you have a therapist, maybe reach out to them and set up an appointment for this week. Maybe this is OBGYN, you know, maybe go do that, because someone's been putting that off. That's okay. Everything's fine. But just go do the damn thing. And with that, I thank you for allowing me to hold space with you. Again, I'm Elizabeth from the Healing Hearth, and Gomez is asleep right here. He's here and participating. I hope you have a wonderful Monday. I hope that you're kind to yourself. I hope that you're gentle with yourself. I love you. Have a great day. Bye.